It's game time. Carthage Tiger football on KDMO and the Carthage Tiger Sports Network.
We'd like to thank our proud sponsors for making this broadcast possible. Garrison Construction, Peachtree Dental, Lauren DeBeauty and Adam Bridges of Farm Bureau Insurance, Reeves Tire, Boomer's Barbecue, Tony Williams of State Farm Insurance, Law Office of Webster and Carlton, Sirloin Stockade, Zyder Tax Service, Kelly Ott of Farmers Insurance, Community National Bank and Trust, Dr. Manzer, Wood Ford, Wood Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, Bob Brown of American Family Insurance, Ott's Food Products, Joe Ryder of Edward Jones Investments, Levi Utter and eXp Realty, Bear Acres Family YMCA, Missouri Southern State University, Jerry Poston of State Farm Insurance, Schmidt CPAs and Advisors, Nell Mortuary, Dick Insurance, Turf Tamers Lawn Care, Carthage Water and Electric, Ross Kennard, Wells Fargo Investment Advisors, Carthage Area McDonald's, Grace Lane's Bowling Alley, Daylight Donut and Whistler's Hamburgers, Clothesline Cleaners, Car Center of Carthage, J Builders, Carthage Dental Associates, 24 Hour Fitness, Robert Auto, Jeff Hodkin of American Family Insurance, Wilkinson Pharmacy, Roscoe's.
And now, the voice of Carthage Tiger football, Jim Taylor.
Good evening, everyone, from Hafner Stadium. Jim Taylor with you here after a nice road/home win against the Webb City Cardinals over at Cardinal Stadium last week by a score of 28-14, a game which saw Webb City take the opening drive in for a touchdown, but then the next four possessions belonged to Carthage, and they took advantage, built a 28-7 lead. Had chances there in the second half, but on the bright side, they ate up most of that third quarter and part of the fourth. Webb City could only manage one more touchdown. That was with 6 minutes to go, and Tigers won by a couple of touchdowns. Tonight, they're taking on the Joplin Eagles, who are also 6-1. They beat Webb City back on September 16, 24-8. Their only loss, like everyone else in the conference thus far, is to Nixa. That was a shootout, 49-35. That was down at Nixa. Last week, they took care of Carl Junction with relative ease by a score of 35-7. John Guidey talked about last week and some of the good exploits they had over there in Webb City, and tonight's opponent, the Joplin Eagles. Pregame brought to you by Probert Auto Body. We'll hear from them and from Coach. We'll be back here in about 4 minutes at the stadium. This is Tiger Football on Music Radio 93.5.
Wes and Corinne Probert and the whole gang at Probert Auto Body wants to thank
Joplin tonight, the last regular season home game tonight for the Tigers, and on the road last week, only 9 miles, but came back victorious, 28-14.
Yeah, it was a really good night for us. I thought our kids did a really good job. Came out on defense first, and they drove it right down our throats, but we responded offensively with some scores and some really nice drives. I think defense, as soon as they settled down a little bit and adjusted to their speed and physicality, they did a really nice job on the night.
Yeah, I always tell some people don't panic on first possession scoring drives because things could change, and that's kind of what it did the rest of the way.
Yeah, that's what we thought too. It was just a matter of, they're a really good football team. They have guys up front like they normally have, and they came off the ball and they got after us a little bit, and like I said, it kind of took us a possession or two to figure out their speed and physicality.
But the big change was that defense. The next three possessions, they went 3 and out, and you took advantage of 4 possessions and 4 touchdowns.
Yeah, very efficient offensively. We had some really nice drives. Luke ran really determined. He had a different look about him that night, and our offensive line was able to navigate through some different fronts that they were giving us. But overall, very pleased with our offense in the first half.
Yeah, that option play, I don't think I ever saw him get touched. That was one of the best plays I've seen.
Yeah, he took that ball, and he looked as fast as I've ever seen him look right there. I don't know how long it took him to run about 40 yards, but I wish somebody would have timed it.
Then you got out to the second half, you had a 9-10 plays, and a strange call down there at the end. You were trying to call timeout and didn't get it.
Yeah, we got down there close. In fact, I think we were down by the 1 and tried to get a timeout. Our personnel wasn't right. That possession, like you said, it was 9 or 10 plays and chewed up about 7 minutes of that third quarter. So even though we didn't get in, we took some time off the clock so that, they didn't have the football and able to score.
That's what I said. At least on the bright side, you controlled the ball over 6 minutes, and into the game, you had up, think about it, 11, 12-minute advantage.
Yeah, that was a really good drive for us, and then we had another really nice drive there, which again did not end in points, but took time off the clock, and we were able to manage the game that way.
And tonight's the Joplin Eagles team that 2 of the last 3 you've won, but they've had some adversity. They've had some tough games to start, I guess that's the best way to put it.
They are a very talented football team. They remind us a lot of what Nixa brought here. They have athletes all over the field. They have Division I players. They're humongous up front. I mean, they've got 2 kids that are bigger than anybody we've ever had, I think. And then they have a 6'7", tight end that poses some matchup issues too. And so, yeah, everywhere you look, they're loaded athletically, and then their defense is very scrappy and has played very hard, and it's really noticeable on film.
It looks like it's a team that if you keep them down, you need to keep them down. So.
Yeah, very capable of quick strikes. Their quarterback has done a really nice job, throws some really good balls, and he's got some really good receivers, very talented receivers on the edge.
There's Coach John Guidey, and he looks at these stats, which has Cooper Jadwin 38 of 72 on the year, 3 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Hudson Moore has 274 yards in receiving, averaging 14.4, and the big story, Luke Gall, 29 touchdowns, 1,368 yards on 150 carries. That comes out to 9.1 per carry, but who's counting decimals? Cooper Jadwin has 680 yards rushing on 89 carries. Take a look at the defensive side. Luke Gall leads over there, both totals and assists and solos, 68 total tackles. Joplin has won the toss, so they've deferred, so Carthage will receive the kickoff. And that's a look at inside the numbers, so we're just a little bit away. We'll hear from Jeff Hodkin, American Family Insurance, our sponsor inside the numbers, and our Community National Bank and Trust kickoff will be coming your way here in about 1 minute. You're listening to Tiger Football on Music Radio 93.5.
Wes and Corinne Probert and the whole gang at Probert Auto Body wants to thank you for supporting our Carthage Tigers. With over 30 years experience, Probert Auto Body is a full-service shop doing collision repair, paint, auto glass, spray and bed liners, and more. They're happy to help you with any job, big or small. Just call 825-4285 or come by the shop at 2030 Suburban Street, just off Fairview. Probert Auto Body is open 8 to 5 Monday through Friday and Saturdays by appointment. Go Tigers! Competing in sports can and often does take unexpected turns, but with practice and great preparation, you can achieve great results on the field. And being prepared for the unexpected is what Jeff Hodkin at American Family Insurance helps people with every day. For all of your auto, home, business, and life insurance needs, give Jeff Hodkin a call today, or go see him at 800 South Garrison in Carthage. Jeff Hodkin is cheering on all of our Carthage athletes. Go Tigers!
Community National Bank and Trust is a proud sponsor of this Carthage Tiger football opening kickoff. Loyalty, hard work, and dedication are key elements of any successful team. And Community National Bank and Trust appreciates everyone's efforts in making the Carthage Tigers a success this year. As a valued member of the Carthage community, Community National Bank and Trust is there to be a reliable teammate for you and your family. The local bank that is small enough to know you, yet big enough to serve you. Community National Bank and Trust, member FDIC.
Freddie Serrato Martinez kicks it off, and it's into the end zone. That's how we start. So Carthage will have the ball at their own 20-yard line to begin things. It's senior night here. We'll go through the seniors at halftime. We'll go through the starters. Most of the seniors will be starting on the offensive side and the defensive side, probably for a play. Then the regular guys will come back in. It's Cooper Jadwin, quarterback, Luke Gall, Landon Collins in the backfield, Hudson Moore, Chris Mejia, the receivers, Tyler Willis, the tight end. Edward Corretto, Grayson Browning, Malachi House, Drew, along with Browning. Taylor Diggs for Grayson Browning. They've switched sides. Browning is on one side, and then he's replacing Lindsey, and then Chris Mejia is the kicker. So here we go, first down and 10. As Carthage goes left to right, handoff goes to Gall, makes that little cut, and comes up to the 3-yard line. On the 23-yard line on a gain of 3. So it'll be second down and 7 yards to go. Joplin's defense will have Gavin Smith, Luke Gunn, Brennan Washington, and Luke Smith across the front line. Linebackers are Drew Van Galder in the middle, Drew Van Galder the other linebacker. Here goes Luke again, and hits hard at the 27 and pushed back. Got another 3, so it'll be third down and about 3.5. Corners are Bennett Dahl for Joplin, Nora Soriano, and Peyton Erickson and Collis Jones. They are the safeties, and the wing is Jonathan Williams. So third down, need the 30. Ball from the right hash, 2 receivers both to the right. And Jadwin gives it off straight ahead, and it's going to be close, and Gall breaks through on the last moment, hits the 31-yard line for a first down. So that was hard going on those 3 plays, but they get 11, so get the first down of the night. So the ball at the 31-yard line. Hudson Moore goes out. That's on the wide left. Got a wing left, receiver right. That is Rogers, and he goes in motion. He'll take the sweep. He'll cut back up 90 degrees, hit the 33-yard line. That's all he gets. The edges was cut off, and he turned it upfield, got what he could. It'll be second down and 8. Luke Smith there for Joplin. It'll be second down. Last home game of the regular season. Carthage has already clinched in terms of the bye the first round. They got the top seed in the district over the win against Webb City last week. Second down. Jadwin swings it out to Moore and gets a block down the near sideline, 40-45, first down. Nice block by Rogers out there running interference. And Moore makes the catch out in the flat and runs it to the 45. Carthage, though they didn't score in that opening drive of the third quarter in the second half, they ate up over 6 minutes off the clock. And I like that kind of, seems kind of boring at times, but it's nice grinded out football when you can do it. Here's Jadwin keeping. He'll pitch it out to Gall left side. He's in trouble. He's at the line of scrimmage, and he gets a yard more, and that's it. That's the play they ran. That Gall was not touched against Webb City last week. This one, they're going to mark him actually a little bit behind the stick, so it's going to be second down and 10. Like Gavin Smith over there for Joplin. So Mejia runs in, sends the message, and Jadwin and the Tigers will head to the line. 6 plays into it, and no score as of yet. Receivers out to the right side, and here comes Mejia in motion. They'll give it to Gall, and he can't find a seam. Now he cuts out to the right side, tries to turn the corner. Now he breaks tackles across midfield. He'll got something out of nothing there, believe me, to the 49 of Joplin. That'll set up a third down and makeable. 4 yards to go. He went right into the line and almost kind of did a backpedal there, and then went sideways and ran around a couple of Joplin defenders. Then he broke a tackle. Otherwise, it probably would be third down to about 7. Instead, it's 3rd and 4. Ball on the left hash this time. There was no huddle. Now Jadwin takes a couple of steps toward the coach, and gets the play, and he will keep. He'll try to turn. He's hit by his own man. Then Joplin converges, no gain, 4th down. The hole was sealed up before it ever got a chance to get open. Luke Smith was the one who helped clog it up. Carthage needs the 45 of Joplin for the first down. They've eaten up 5.5 minutes, or 4.5 minutes thus far. But you got to keep it alive here. 4th down. They actually gave Joplin a yard. They want to throw out, and it's going to be caught. Nice catch by Moore for a first down at the 43 of Joplin. That ball kind of hung up there, but Moore went to get it, and it's going to be a first down, and the drive stays alive. And not only do you start eating the clock here, it's kind of fun that you aggravate Joplin by you think you had him, and then Joplin, you know, Carthage is let off the hook by Joplin. First down at the Joplin 43. Moore goes out left. Rogers out there with him. Here is direct snap to Gall. Goes left, slices to the 40 and just to the 39. On the stop for Joplin was Draven Van Gilder. Nice gain, though, by Gall. It'll be 2nd down and 6. No score. Carthage, barring a turnover here, will have the ball for at least the first 6 minutes of the first. Jadwin takes the snap, gives to Gall, and he's in a crowd, bounces off of that first one, now moves back forward, and he'll move to the 37. They need 3 more yards for the first down, so 3rd down situation. Carthage has converted on 1, converted on a 4th down. That's already the 10th play. Saw the Chiefs years ago eat up an entire quarter. That was back in the Barry Word and Christian Okoye days. Here it's 3rd down. Need the 33 for a first. No score. Carthage has had it since the opening kickoff. Jadwin will take it. He'll try to swing it out again, and the ball's going to be batted away. Joplin a little wise to the play this time. On the coverage was Noah Soriano. So Carthage faced with another 4th down problem. Again, they need the 33 for the first. It was kind of fortunate that pass was a little high because it looked like it could have been intercepted. So you'll try to take care of things here. And hopefully Joplin will let Carthage off the hook one more time. Come to the line, 10 seconds on the play clock. 4th down and 3, need the 33. There's the snap, and they're going to give it off, and it's going to be a fumble on the play. It would not have been a first down anyway, and Joplin picks it up. Jadwin kept it. He was going to be a yard short, and the ball popped out. So Joplin will take possession at the 35. So 12 plays and no score. And Joplin will take over at their own 37-yard line. He was hit at the 34, and as he was going down, the ball popped out. So here's Hollis Gooch at quarterback. And he'll hand it off. Give it off to Renfro. He tries to go wide with it, and he hits the 40 and to the 41-yard line. And Gall over there on the stop. I think King or Bailey was over there. Nice gain, though, to start off for Joplin. 2nd down and 6. And we have a flag on the play. I think Joplin moved. Umpire and the referee both threw the flags. And it's going to be 5 yards on Joplin. Joplin stood up, and then the ball was snapped. Carthage had already broken across. So it's going to be 5 yards, 2nd down and 11. Back to the 36-yard line, just inside the 36. No score, 4:45 to go here in the first quarter. 3 receivers to the left, 2 out to the right. Man comes in motion, and he joins Gooch in the backfield. And he'll hand it off. They'll try to work to the left side. Flag on the play. Gooch goes to the 42-yard line, tripped up. It's going to be a hold on Joplin, so they start backwards. Flag dropped at the 36, which was the line of scrimmage. At that time, it was 2nd and 11, should be 2nd and 21 coming up. So Joplin had one play of 4 yards, a false start, and then this play here resulted in a hold. So the ball to the 26-yard line. Gooch awaits the snap, and they flip it off to Thomas. Thomas tries to go wide. He's got some running room far side to the 40 and out of bounds. It's going to make a 3rd down and makeable now, as they couldn't get him on the corner, and he runs it out to about the 43, 44-yard line. And as soon as I say that, they say he went out of bounds at the 38, so not as bad as first figured. So it's 3rd down and 9. Still got plenty of room to stop him here. He gave up some of that penalty yardage. Gooch looking as he drops back, throws back over the middle, and a leaping attempt intercepted on the tip at the 50, to the 40, down the near sideline 30, and to the Joplin 28-yard line. Davis Maxey on the pick. Or is that King? That's King on the pick. Nonetheless, an interception on the tipped pass. So Carthage takes the first turnover. For them, it's been a turnover apiece thus far. Carthage turned it over on 4th down just moments ago. And the ball at the 28-yard line for Carthage. 4:13 left to go in the first quarter. Rogers in motion. They'll give it to him. He looks for a block from Gall. Has it. Comes up far sideline. 10-15. There's a flag. So no matter what happens here, it won't be 1st and goal. He's bumped out of bounds around the 2. And it always seems so far this year, when Carthage gets called on these clips or holds, it's well after the play. So it's like, if you see the guy go past, I know sometimes you can, and as soon as I say that, they're going to call it on Joplin. So forget what I said about griping. This play is going to stand. So far, this first quarter's been that way. Anything you say, the opposite happens. So that penalty goes against Joplin. I'm so used to, conditioned to see it going the other direction, but so it was a defensive hold, and it's 1st and goal. At the 3-yard line, there goes Luke, straight ahead, standing touchdown. They turned it over on a fumble on 4th down. And then on 3rd down for Joplin, an interception. And 2 plays later, they're in from 28 yards. Gall took it the last 3. Here's the kick by Mejia. It's good. So Carthage does come back, get the first score, 7-0. Carthage back here in 30 seconds. You're listening to Tiger Football on Music Radio 93.5.
Fair Acres Family-Wide cheers on the Carthage Tigers. The coaches, players, and their families all deserve a hearty congratulations and a sincere thank you for their sacrifice and hard work. As Fair Acres Family-Wide works to build strong kids, strong families, and strong communities, they know that good sportsmanship goes a long way in developing one's character. Fair Acres Family-Wide is proud to be part of Carthage and a proud sponsor of Carthage Tiger broadcasts. Go Tigers!
28 yards on 2 plays following a King interception. Changed my name for the rest of the night to Ray Sunshine. So conditioned to see a flag come out on a running play. It usually goes against the offense, and miraculously they called it on Joplin. So that play by Rogers stood, and then Gall took it in the next play. So it's 7-0 Carthage. So Mejia will get ready to kick it off. He's had a varying degree of kicks this year, short, long, wobbly. This one's going to be wobbly and sails out of bounds. And unfortunately, we've had a couple of those. Make it 3 now. So Joplin will start it in good shape on their second possession. Carthage had it 12 plays, and on a 4th down keeper, Jadwin would have been short of the line. And the ball popped out anyway. Joplin got it, had back-to-back penalties before 2nd down was ever finished. They got a good run and had a 3rd down and 9, and a tipped pass went into the hands of Davion King, and he returned it to the 28 of Joplin, and 2 plays later, it's 7-0 Carthage. Gooch is under center, and they'll hand it straight away, and a big hole initially. Taking the carry was Coleman, it looks like, and he is dashed after the 40-yard line. Somebody got a piece of him, otherwise that was a big hole. I think it was Lindsey or De Leon got a hold of him. Still got 5 out of it, 2nd and 5. That's better than what it was going to look like. 2 receivers out to the right. And Gooch will keep it. He'll turn it up the far side. He moves to the 50 down the right sideline, still going 40, 35, and still tries to stay in bounds. Cannot finally. He was inside the 30. They're going to mark him out at the 31 of Carthage. So it'll be a 1st down as Joplin has flipped the field to the 32-yard line of Carthage. Gooch at quarterback. He'll hand it off Renfro. He'll try to zigzag. Stood up after a couple of yards and then push back. They'll mark him at the 30. Luke Gall was there. 2nd down and 8. Two receivers to the left and 1 to the right. 2nd and 8. Back to throw is Gooch. Fires over the middle. It's caught. 25-yard line. A couple of yards short of the 1st down. Davin Thomas makes the catch. So it'll be 3rd down and a long 3. 7-0 Carthage. 2:36 to go first quarter. Receivers go wide left and 1 to the right. Renfro in the backfield with Gooch. Gooch marks out one signal and then looks over to Curtis Jasper on the sidelines. 3rd down, tip-tap to the right side. Give it to Renfro, looks for a hole, and he's going to get the 1st down, I believe. He crosses the 25, and he will be short, about a half a yard. So 4th down coming up. Tyler Willis on the stop. So 4th down coming up for the Eagles from Joplin. Under 2 minutes to go. Joplin coming quickly. Renfro, direct snap, and he will be knocked sideways, and the Tigers hold. The front line turned him outside, and then he got some help. He being De Leon and Willis, and the rest of the Tigers. And it's going to be 1st down. Fort Carthage as they hold Joplin after one big play. Got him to the 32-yard line. So now Carthage gets it back with 1:36 to go first quarter. Receiver goes out wide left from the 23-yard line. Here's Gall, and he stood up almost immediately, but he still surges. He goes to the 25, hits the 26, and finally dropped there. So after that, he got 3 yards. Talk about the cloud of dust. He was digging mud there, and then he finally got enough footing to move it forward. 2nd down and 7. Coming to the final minute of the first quarter, 7-0 Carthage. Two receivers out left. Now Rogers comes near side. And they'll give it off to Gall looking for a hole, and not much there. He makes the 29. Coming through for Joplin was Luke Gunn, one of the interior linemen. Also Draven Van Gilder. Third down, they need the 33 for a first, and they will have to snap it before the quarter's out. They put the receivers out to the left. Collins the wing left. Third down. Fake it. Jadwin will roll left and wants to throw it out in the flat. Caught by Willis, turning at the 45. Out to midfield and possibly into Joplin territory. They'll put him at the 49. Jadwin swung way out there. He had a half a chance for running room, but Willis had a step on his defender. And Jadwin floated it in there nicely. So with 9 seconds on the clock, Carthage has a first down at the Joplin 49. He went out of bounds, so they will have to go one more play. And they give it off. Nope, Jadwin's going to throw. He's got a man wide open. That's Moore if he can float it to him. And it's going to be caught. He had to come back for it at the 10-yard line. If you're on the radio, that ball floated, and the field judge, he had to look at it, see if it was going to hit him. He had to pedal out of the way, and Moore had to come back for it. And he made a leaping attempt and made it at the 10-yard line as the first quarter expires, so they'll have to score in the north end zone. So a lot of things going on in the first quarter, and Carthage has the lead and maybe a chance for another score. After one, Carthage 7, Joplin nothing. Back in 1 minute. This is Tiger Football on Music Radio 93.5.
Ready to be a workplace of the future? Does that mean whizzing around on hoverboards and robots answering phones? Maybe, but we'd suggest trying more useful technology first. Pearson Kelly can set you up with tech that lets your whole team work from anywhere, collaborate on devices, and always have the information they need to do their job. Keeping up with technology can be stressful. We're here to simplify it for you. Whether your office has an internal IT team or not, we have options to fit your needs. Find us at pearsonkelly.com and let us make technology simple for you.
Tom Garrison Construction knows what it takes to build a winning team. Hard work, commitment, knowledge, and accountability. Garrison Construction is a proud sponsor of Carthage Tiger Sports and congratulates all of the student athletes on their hard work and dedication. Garrison Construction excels at remodels, metal buildings, roofing, and custom homes. Garrison Construction, serving Carthage and the surrounding area since 2006. Garrison Construction says, "Go Tigers."
Jim Taylor at Hafner Stadium here in Carthage, 7-0 Carthage, and a first down. First and goal right at the 10. Give it off to Jadwin. He'll keep it, try to turn the corner near side, and he's pulled down. No flag as of yet. That looked like a horse collar. Jadwin went down. He's at the 8. Now there is a flag. The flag right on one of the lines for the soccer field. Or what would be the soccer field when everybody's out here, not tonight, but couldn't see the yellow flag at the moment, and then, or at that moment, and half the distance to the goal. That should be a first down to go with it. So it should be first and goal from the 4. And it is. The receivers go out to the right. Got a wildcat with Luke Gall, and he'll grab the snap and go past some tacklers. He'll make it close to the end zone, but he's going to be down to inside the 1. On the stop for Joplin is not reportable. Threw in a Maverick jersey out there. So second and goal. Again the Wildcat, and there's Luke, and he will duck and not cover. He will take it into the end zone. Touchdown. Comes at 11:04 to go here in the first half. Gall with a 1-yard run. Two big pass plays on that drive, one to Willis and one to Moore. He'll try to go 14-0. Powerful kick, and it is good. So 11:04 to go, second quarter. Carthage 14, Joplin nothing. Back here in 30 seconds. Tiger Football, Music Radio 93.5.
Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance, and we're here for all of life's wins. Like when you get a new car, or new boat, or new driver, or when your son moves out but your mom moves in, or you find out you're expecting again, or when one rental property turns into 2, then 20, or you realize they're all in Tornado Alley. Life is full of life events. Make sure you have the right policy for each of life's wins.
I'm Adam Bridges.
And I'm Lauren DeBeauty, your Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent.
And we've got you covered through all of life's wins.
Go Tigers!
7 plays and 7 points. 14-0. Carthage had a 12-play drive to start the game, but turned it over on a 4th down fumble. Then Joplin turned it right back over on an interception. Carthage got it returned to the 28, and then Luke Gall took it in 2 plays later. Rogers a big play on the jet sweep. Got it to the 2. In this drive, Tyler Willis caught a pass that went to the 49-yard line. Then Hudson Moore caught one down at the 10. That was part of those 7 plays for the touchdown. Kick is away, much stronger this time, and it dies and finally went out of bounds, unfortunately. That ball took a wrong turn. The ball was missed by the return man. And it would have been nice if it had stayed put, because then it would have been a mad scramble at the 1-yard line. Instead, it skipped out of bounds. So the second time, Joplin will start on the 35. So Mejia, a much better kick this time, but a victim of circumstance on that occasion. So Gooch back at quarterback. He will go to the shotgun and give it off to Renfro, and he looks for a hole and had it initially. Then all of a sudden he goes down. Actually, that was not Renfro. It was Chavis Coleman. Gall on the stop at the 40-yard line, but still 5-yard pickup. Two receivers out to the left. Second down and 5 for Joplin. They're down 14-0. Hand off, and a nice stick there after only about a yard by Terrence Gibson. Luke Gall once again comes through. Lindsey was in the neighborhood also. So 3rd down and 4. As all of the Joplin Eagles look to the sideline. Now they get to the line. Joplin needs the 45 for a first. Gooch wants to throw out to the right side. It is caught near a first down. Taken in by Gibson. It will be close on the mark, and it was Freisinger who took him down, I believe. And they're should give him the first down from where the linesman is standing over here. It is a first down. Nice play by Freisinger, but the forward progress will give him the first down. So ball just inside the 45. 14-0 Carthage, 9:30 to go in the first half. Man goes in motion. They're going to do a double reverse. Give it off to Gibson. He's going to throw it downfield. He's got a man wide open down there. It is caught. Taken in by Gooch, the quarterback, and he will score easily. That'll be a 55-yard pass play. They did a double reverse, and then Gooch broke down the near sideline. And at 9:18, Joplin gets their first score. It'll be Ispin to go for the extra point. It's on the way, low but good. So Joplin strikes quickly on their next possession, their third of the game. And it's now 14-7 Carthage. Back here in 30 seconds, this is Tiger Football on Music Radio 93.5.
Ford is proud to bring Carthage High School sports this school year. Competition builds good character in our students, and a sense of teamwork and good sportsmanship only serve to make our student athletes better citizens. The employees and management at Wood Ford say, go blue, go Tigers, and remember, Wood Ford delivers competitive deals every day. There's no need to leave Carthage to find a good deal on a new or pre-owned vehicle. Wood Ford, part of Wood Motor Company, a solid name you can trust.
So Gooch, 55-yard reception. Little double reverse action. They ended up giving it to Terrence Gibson, and he fired a pass, and there was no one near Hobbs Gooch down the sideline about the 20. All he had to do was hope he caught it, and he did, and he jogged into the end zone. You don't fool Carthage that often. Hopefully that's the last time tonight. There goes Cerrato Martinez on the kick. Taken by Carthage at the 15 to the 24, and that's it. So the Tigers will start at the 24. So Carthage, for that one play, of course, they're still going that same direction here in the second quarter, going right to left at the 24-yard line, their fourth possession. Receivers to the right. And they give it to Gall. He zigzags left, back right, goes across the 30, and he's close to a first down. That looked like a big pot of nothing. Started off, everybody was going 3 or 4 different directions, and so was Luke. And he gets 9 out of all that to the 33. So second down and 1. Carthage led 7-0 after 1, added a touchdown. Then Joplin has come right back within about a 2-minute time. Less than 2 minutes. So it's 14-7 Carthage. Jadwin will, nobody's Gall's going to throw. He's going to go down the near sideline. Ball's going to be caught and then dropped at the last moment. Hudson Moore had it and then come down. He let it get away from him. So an option play, Joplin the victim there to a possible burn by Carthage, but we're going to have I don't know if that's interference or what. I guess it was the they pointed to Joplin. I'm not really sure the way the official was he actually pushing his hands forward, but otherwise it's a signal I've never seen, but it's going to be interference. Honestly, I didn't see it. So you'll take it if you're Carthage. It's a first down at the 49. Still in Tiger territory. I was watching Luke to see if he was going to run, so there may have been some bumping just as the pass was released, but it looked like a just honest fight for the ball there when it was coming down. Here is Gall keeping it on the Wildcat across to the 46, so he'll get more positive yardage. On the stop was Gavin Smith. Second down and 6. 14-7 Carthage. Just under 8 minutes to go in the second quarter. 2 receivers out right. Jadwin glances left, then out right. He'll take the snap and he'll keep. Turns the corner, looks for a block, got it, and he gets near the first down. Looks like he's going to be about a yard short. It'll be third down and 1. Smith was one of the guys there for Joplin. They got a bad spot. It's going to be 3rd down and 2. Put it at the 43. He made the 42. Don't start that again, please. 3rd down. Give it off to Gall, and he's going to be hit behind the line. It'll be 4th down. Led by Blake Farmer, Peyton Erickson. So 4th down. Same amount of yardage to get. Need the 41 for the 1st down. 14-7 Carthage. Gall has scored twice. Gooch scored for Joplin. The Hogs are going to have to do something here to keep Joplin away for 3 yards. Need the 41 for the 1st down. And Gall's going to keep it, and he ducks his head, and he's going to make the 1st down at the 40-yard line. Grab it and run. Pretty good modus operandi this year for Luke Gall and the 4 years he's played. So drive stays alive at the 40-yard line of Joplin. 6 minutes to go in the 1st half. Joplin will have the ball. They deferred, so they will have the ball to start the 3rd quarter. So if you could, within these next 6 minutes, put another touchdown back up. Man comes in motion. Fake it. Jadwin looks to throw. Fires down the left sideline in a crowd, and the ball tipped by Gall. Fortunately, that was the best thing that could happen there because there was 2 Joplin defenders nearby. At least when it was tipped away from one of the 2. So it'll be 2nd and 10. Last home game of the regular season, and then go to Willard next week to finish out the season. And then the Tigers will get a week off, and we have another penalty on Joplin. I did not see the flag. And it will be of the major variety, so it's another 1st down. 25-yard line. Are they going to call interference again? And they did. Wow. So, 2 interference calls. 2 1st downs in this possession. 25-yard line of Joplin. They send the receivers out to the left. Here comes Rogers in motion. Fake it to him. Jadwin will try to go straight ahead, looks for a hole, and gets maybe a couple. They'll put him at the 23, then finally thrown back, but they're going to say he made the 23. As Peyton Erickson was there. It'll be 2nd down and 8. 8th play coming up. Carthage had a 12-play opening game drive, but came up 4th and short. They ended up fumbling the ball. Had they not fumbled it, they still would not have made it. So, but then Joplin threw an interception 3 plays later and set up at the 28 of Joplin, and Carthage took it in 2 plays later. Here goes a pass out in the flat. It's caught by Willis. Turns the corner 25 to the 15, now to the 10, inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. Or make that Landon Collins. So it's going to be Williams on the stop, but it's a 1st down for Carthage at the 8-yard line. They don't run that play a lot this year, but it seems to work, even though I call the wrong guy. So Collins was there. That's important. He made the catch, and it's 1st and goal at the 8. Moore way out on the left. We're at the right hash on this particular set. In motion, they go to Rogers. He tries to turn to the 5, ducks his head, moves to the 2. 2nd down and goal there. On the stop, look like Soriano. So 2nd and goal, this time at the 2-yard line. Under 4 minutes to go here in the 1st half. The left hash, 2 receivers out. Now we have a flag from the referee. And we have a substitution Substitution penalty. This was what Carthage got called on against Webb City when they had the chance for that drive on the start of the third quarter. And they get called here for this, the same thing. It's either that or equipment problems. But now it's 5 yards back, 2nd and goal. It's back to the 7. And Gall fumbles the snap. He's in trouble, and he's going to be dropped at the 17. So this is not looking good. So now it's 3rd and goal from the 17. Bit of a high snap, but nothing he couldn't handle. And it went off his right shoulder. By the time he picked it back up, just cut your losses. So now it's 3rd and goal all the way back to the 17. It's 14-7 in favor of Carthage. They're going to have 2 shots here. Try to get it in. Now they empty the backfield. And Jadwin will look. He'll want to throw. Fire it to Gall. He's got it. He's inside the 10. He's down to the 8. So they got some of it back, but you're still 4th down and 1 play to go. It was Cordell Washington on the stop. So now it's 4th down from the 8. Clock stopped at 2:55 as Gall went out of bounds. So they got one chunk of it back, and now Carthage, I think, is going to call a timeout. And they do. So 2:55 to go here in the first half. Carthage trying to convert on a 4th and 8. When we come back in 30 seconds, this is Music Radio 93.5.
Kennard Wealth Management Group of Wells Fargo Advisors cheers on our Carthage Tigers. Financial advisors Ron Ross and Tony Kennard know that any successful team plans, works hard, and sets goals for the future. They want the best for Carthage's student body, who will be our community leaders in the coming years. The Ross Kennard Wealth Management Group of Wells Fargo Advisors is proud to be a part of this Carthage Tiger broadcast. Go Tigers! Wells Fargo Advisors is a trade name used by Wells Fargo Clearing Services, LLC, member SIPC, a registered broker-dealer and non-bank affiliate of Wells Fargo & Company.
Mentioned Carthage had a 12-play drive, didn't score. This will also be play 12 coming up. Hopefully it'll be a different outcome. Gall scored at 4:01 for Carthage first quarter from 3 yards out. He scored again from 1 yard out at 11:04. And then a little razzle-dazzle. Gooch, the quarterback, went out on a pass pattern, was wide open. He caught a pass 55 yards. That was at 9:18, and they're going to try a field goal. This is Mejia's first attempt. It'll be 25 yards. It'll be from the left hash and a left-footed kicker. Kinder holds, snap is down, the kick is up, and it's going to arch off to the right. It's no good. So Joplin gets a life at the 8-yard line. They'll get the ball back. So now you got to keep Joplin from getting into the end zone in the final 2:48. They have their timeouts to work with. And they'll have the ball back to the 20-yard line. They put 2 receivers out to the left and 1 to the right. Man comes in motion. Give it off to Renfro. He tries to turn, now goes down the sideline. He is going to go all the way, 50, 40, one man to beat 30. Down the left sideline, it is a touchdown. 80 yards for Renfro, and a point from being tied. So back-to-back big plays on the Joplin offense. And they are within a point of tying this up. So a 14-0 start. Now looks for all intents a 14-14 tie. Here's the snap. The kick is up. And it is good. So at 2:36 to go in the half, Joplin has tied it up at 14. Back here in 30 seconds. This is Tiger Football on Music Radio 93.5.
Tiger Sports is all about teamwork, dedication, and a commitment to excellence. Dr. Michael Woody and the team at Peachtree Dental support all of the players and coaches that make Tiger Sports so great. They offer a full range of treatment options that can be personalized to meet your unique needs and expectations, including orthodontics for all ages. Peachtree Dental always welcomes new patients of every age. For a better dental experience, give Peachtree Dental a call at 358-2233. Go Tigers!
80 yards in one play. So in two scores, Joplin has accomplished 135 yards and have tied the game. It'll be Beaver to kick it off. He has a long approach. He stands back to the 25. And he grounds it. The ball goes through the second line of people. Picked up at the 15 to the 20, 25, 26-yard line. Now the 27 as the pile moves a little further. King got it to the 27. Carthage with 2 timeouts. See how they want to play it. 2:31 to go in the first half. Carthage struck for 2 touchdowns. Joplin has caught him. Each team has a turnover. Carthage fumbled on a 4th down attempt. Carthage missed a field goal moments ago. So a big swing in points that time. Here is Jadwin trying to keep, gives to Gall. Wants to turn. He gets across the 25. To the 29, and he only gets about 2 yards out of it. So far, Joplin has been very good at cutting down the corners. On the stop was Drew Van Gilder as he forced him out of bounds. 2nd down. 2:08 to go, 2nd down and 8. They put 2 receivers to the near. Jadwin looks to throw. He rolls right, throws it out. It is caught by Gall. Far sideline, 1st down 40, 42-yard line. He was open. Joplin did contain him just enough. Otherwise, he would have been sprinting down the sidelines. It's going to be a 1st down pickup at the 42. Moore goes out on a wide right. Jadwin wants to go option. He'll go up the middle with it, 45-50. 1st down still going, 45 of Joplin. That was planned all the way on that one. Joplin left a hole through the middle, and Jadwin gets 12 for a 1st down. Carthage has been moving the ball all night long. They've had 2 drives. End with no points. 1st drive and then their 4th possession. A big 3rd down and goal penalty messed that one up on the 2nd possession, or the 2nd time they didn't score. Here's an end around. They'll try to go to the left side and get to the 40, so a nice 5-yard pickup. That'll be again by Rogers. Smith on the stop. We're at 52 seconds to go, and Carthage wants a timeout. So Carthage scored at 4:01 and 11:04, the 1st and 2nd quarter respectively. Joplin has scored in this quarter 9:18 and 2:36, Gooch and Renfro. So we are at 14-14. Carthage will have 1 timeout remaining. Team will go to Willard next Friday and then have the week off. And depending on who they will face, the first 2 get a bye, so the seeds 3, 4, 5, and 6 will play off. They it should be the 4-5 seed who Carthage would be able to play. Those are pretty much set. I forgot to download that today, but maybe I can find it during the break and bring it up to you. Carthage with a win over Webb City last week clinched the top seed. It's going to be between Neosho and Webb City for that number 2 seed. Here's the 2nd and 5. Jadwin looking to throw, and we have a stop. Stop edge. We have a false start on Carthage. So that'll back them up to a 2nd down and 11. Back at the 46. 50 seconds to go here in the first half. 14-14 is the score. So both teams have had some penalties go against them. That one big 5-yarder, then the bobbled snap on the Wildcat. Carthage could not convert after that. Here's Jadwin to throw. He's being pressured. He'll dump it out. It's incomplete. Intended for Gall. Short hopped it. So 3rd down coming up. The clock at 44 seconds. Carthage to get another 1st down needs the 35. The ground game really hasn't been there thus far. There have been a few good plays, but Gall has not been able to turn it loose tonight. Joplin's been equal to it. 3rd and 11. Low snap. Jadwin gets it. Throws out in the flat. Diving attempt, and it's going to be caught. And I think he's going to be about a yard shy of the 1st down. Hudson Moore made it at the 38-yard line, so they will have to convert on a 4th and short. Ball at the left hash. Clock continues to move. We're down to 20 seconds. Jadwin looking to throw again. He's going to head to the near corner of the end zone. Moore going up, and he can't get to it, and no flags. So with 13 seconds to go, Joplin will have possession. Ball just a few steps in front of Moore, and he couldn't get to it in time. So unless Joplin pulls off another big play, we'll go into the locker room tied at 14. So Carthage has had 3 possessions, and they've been turned away. Twice on downs and one officially on a fumble, although they would have been turned down a 3rd time. So Joplin has it at the 37. Man goes in motion, and they hand it off to the far side. Thomas cuts back middle of the field. He's got running room across midfield to the 50, to the near side 48-yard line, finally taken out from under by Kinder with 3 seconds to go at the Carthage 47. Nice bit of running there as he was sweeping, and then he turned it back up. That was Thomas. And Joplin calls a timeout. So let's see what could be strategized here with the final 3 seconds on the clock. Possession before last, Carthage had it for 12 plays. On a 2nd and goal, they were called for illegal substitution, I believe is what the call was. Anyway, it was 5 yards, and then the Wildcat snap went off of Gall. He had to chase it down and just had to cover it. They got the next play on 3rd down to the 8, went for a field goal and missed. Joplin then came right back on an 80-yard run following the kick by Renfro. So we're tied at 14. I mentioned 2 plays, 135 yards for Joplin to get back into a tie ball game, and now they flood 4 receivers to the left side. Now they swing it out ahead. It's caught at the 40 to the 39, and that's the half. Catch made out there by Gibson, but he was taken down, and the half ends with a tie. So it's Joplin 14 and Carthage 14. We'll go 3 minutes this time and then come back at halftime. This is Tiger football on Music Radio 93.5.
Carthage McDonald's, a proud supporter of the Tigers. They recognize the importance of teamwork. The R9 sports program is something to be proud of. The coaches, players, and each family member make a lot of sacrifices to create a winning team. The many practices, court and field preparation, the disappointments, and the great moments are all part of learning to win at life itself. Your Carthage McDonald's, locally owned and operated by Shane and Karen Campbell. Go Big Blue.
The law firm of Webster and Carlton knows that it takes more than athletes to make a great team. From the coaches and teachers to parents and extended family, it takes the entire community to support our student athletes and make the Carthage Tigers a success. Webster and Carlton is a proud sponsor of this Carthage Tigers sports broadcast, and they salute everyone who are cheering for our Tigers. The law firm of Webster and Carlton, offices in Joplin, 417-781-5690. Go Tigers and go Big Blue!
Your local Farmers Insurance agent, Kelly Out, is proud to be a part of the Carthage community and knows that planning for the future makes all the difference in a person's life. The personal values of hard work, truth, and honesty will help our young students become good citizens and the leaders of tomorrow. Kelly Out, your local Farmers Insurance agent with offices just off the Carthage Square at 231 East 4th Street, is a proud sponsor of this Carthage Tiger broadcast and says, Go Tigers! Joe Ryder, your Carthage area Edward Jones financial advisor, understands the importance of setting long-term goals and building towards them each and every day through diligent hard work. Whether it's in the game or in the classroom, Joe wants the best of our student athletes and the rest of the student body. Joe has always supported the Carthage Tigers and is proud to be part of the community. Joe Ryder of Edward Jones at 2142 South Garrison in Carthage says, Go Tigers, go! Member SIPC.
Back here at Hafner Stadium, Jim Taylor with you here. It's 14-14 as Carthage got a score at 4:01, Gall for 3 yards, and then at 11:04, Gall scored again, 14-0, but then Joplin struck on a little double reverse pass, and the quarterback Hobbs Gooch was wide open for a 55-yard reception and a touchdown. Carthage came back and went 12 plays but could not score. And then Renfro, after a missed field goal, went 80 yards for Joplin to tie it. So 2 big plays has this game tied at 14. And this is the 93.5 Music Radio halftime show. And that's about it. Carthage has been turned away 3 times on their possessions. Their first possession started with 12 plays. They had a 4th down carry. They would have been stopped short, and the ball popped out. So Joplin netted about 3 yards on the end of that play. But then on 3rd down, a tipped pass was intercepted by King, and he returned it to the Joplin 28-yard line. 2 plays later, Gall took it in. And then Joplin turned it over on downs, 5 plays on their next possession. And then on 7 plays, 2 big plays, 1 pass to Tyler Willis for a 1st down in midfield, and then a pass to the 10 by Moore. That got most of the chunks of the 77 yards. 7 plays, Gall went in from a yard. And then at 9:18, Joplin finished off a 3-play, 65-yard drive. They came right back within 2 minutes and scored on that 55-yard pass play by Gooch. And then Carthage, I mentioned there, got 12 plays and missed a field goal. And then the first play from scrimmage for Joplin went 80 yards the other way for Renfro. And that is the score right now, 14-14. And it is senior night. And highlighted the guys who are playing their last regular season home game, and there's a whole bunch of them. I got 22. Hopefully I got all of them. Hudson Moore, Chris Mejia, Tavion Bailey, Aiden Rogers, Mason Freisinger, Clay Kinder, Cooper Jadwin, Jadison Davis Maxey, and Davion King. So the first 10 guys are seniors on the roster. Luke Gall, the next one. Aldo Garcia, A.B. Mejia, Landon Freeman, Drew Mushy, Christian Tamayo, Micah Lindsay, Marcos Marakin, Aiden Klein, Anthony DeLeon, Brandon Espada, Sam Carr, and Tyler Willis, all playing their last regular season game here at Hafner Stadium. And A lot of those familiar names, and boy, you'd like to see these guys make one final charge and come up on the day of the state championship game winners. These guys been together for quite a few years now and pretty much know each other inside and out, and they've been playing like it this year especially. But right now Joplin has kind of stymied the ground game of Luke Gall and the Tigers. They've had a few good gains out of it, but for the most part the pass plays have kept Carthage moving. I don't have the stats, but it looks Carthage, if you look at the average, they probably have got maybe only 3 to 4 yards a carry, so it's not been the blistering pace that Gall normally sets. And see if the adjustments can be made at the half and see if they can get the offense rolling. It's been moving the football, it's just they haven't been able to get it into the end zone on 3 occasions. Otherwise, it could be at least a 1, maybe a 2-score lead if all things fell into place, but you had the fumble on the 4th down, and then you had the missed field goal. Prior to that missed field goal was a penalty on a 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line, took him back to the 7, and then a bad snap on the Wildcat, and Gall had to chase it down to the 18. He covered it up to keep Joplin from picking it up, and then they got 10 yards back, set up a 4th and 8. They called a timeout, decided to try the field goal, and the 25-yard attempt went wide to the right. And then the big play by Renfro just on the next play before Carthage could catch breath, and that was the tying touchdown. We're at 14-14. We'll take a 2-minute timeout and come back, and that is the score, 14-14, Joplin and Carthage. Back here in 2 minutes, you're listening to Tiger Football on Music Radio 93.5.
Athletics, keeping score is required to separate winning from losing. In business, accounting is the art of keeping score of financial matters. The team at the certified public accounting firm of Schmidt Associates wants to be your financial score-keeping specialist. If your current method of keeping score doesn't measure up, call Schmidt Associates at 358-6090 to determine if professional accounting will benefit your business. Properly designed accounting and payroll services are an investment that will keep your business in the winner's circle. Schmidt Associates, more than checks and balances.
Odds Food Products is proud of our student athletes and supports this broadcast of the Carthage Tigers. It takes everyone working together to make a great team, and that applies to Odds Food Products as well. You've known Odds' stellar reputation for over 70 years and appreciate the consistent quality of their salad dressings and barbecue sauces. Check out their products at your local grocery store. It's all good at Odds. Odds is glad to be a part of the Carthage community. Go Tigers, go Big Blue.
Just like a great coach, State Farm agent Jerry Poston at 1601 South Garrison in Carthage can help you develop a game plan for your insurance needs. Whether it's car, home, life, health, or business insurance, Agent Jerry Poston can dig into the playbook and help you find the affordable coverage you need. When your life and goals change, Agent Jerry Poston will be there to help you adjust your insurance game plan with a free family insurance checkup. So, for all of your insurance needs, call on a winner. State Farm agent Jerry Poston at 1601 South Garrison or call 417-358-5052.
24 Elite Gym is rooting for the Carthage Tigers. At 24 Elite Gym, you get 24-hour access to cardio, strength training equipment, free weights, and unlimited tanning, all for only $24 a month. Memberships at 24 also include access to all 4 of their locations at no additional charge. On Elk Street in Carthage, 32nd and Main in Joplin, by the mall on North Park Lane in Joplin, and on Madison in Webb City, just north of Walmart. No matter where you live or work, 24 has you covered. 24-hour access, $24 a month, 4 convenient locations. Sign up is easy. Get started on your fitness journey today. Go Tigers.
Carthage alumni and lifelong resident Levi Utter with eXp Realty has been helping the folks of Carthage and surrounding communities with all of their real estate needs since 2014. Striving to meet the needs of his clients and helping them achieve their goals is what his business is built upon. Give him a call today at 417-540-6565 to see how Levi can help you with your next move. Levi Utter with eXp Realty wishes all the Carthage Tigers student athletes a healthy and successful school year during the sports season and in the classroom. Go Big Blue.
After the parade, the band will host its annual Maple Leaf Field competition right here at Hafner Stadium. I mentioned this is the last regular season home game. They'll go to Willard next week and have the home field advantage for the Class 5 district playoffs. They'll be off on the 28th and then host the first district game November 4. The JV and 9th grade teams will take on Joplin early next week. They'll be at Joplin. The freshmen will be here at Hafner Stadium. The JV game at Joplin, and the games begin at 6 o'clock. Cross-country team competes at the COC meet Tuesday in Nixa, and that gets underway at Inman Elementary in Nixa at 4 o'clock. Volleyball team finish the regular season next week. Monday they'll host Springfield Catholic for senior night. Tuesday they finish up at Neosho, and both matches will be at 4:30 in our 9th JV and varsity. So they go in that particular order. Volleyball team will open district play at Lee Summit High on October 20th. That's a Thursday. Take on St. Teresa's Academy at 6 o'clock. Tiger golf team, ladies golf, represented Class 4 state tournament next week. Shea Gaddis qualified for state. And the tournament will be played at Twin Hills in Joplin on Monday and Tuesday. Tiger swim team, first place yesterday at the home invitational. Next week they go to Webb City, and that gets underway at 2:30. And the soccer team have a couple of home games. Tuesday they host Branson. That'll be senior night. And Thursday they'll host Springfield Catholic, and both of those matches start at 5. And talk about some basketball. The Lady Tiger Jamboree will be Tuesday, November 15 at Macaulay and Joplin at 6. The boys will be in Mount Vernon on Friday, November 18. That's at 6 o'clock. The girls start play at Hillcrest on the 22nd of November, then host the Tiger Invitational December 1st through the 3rd. Tigers have a single game on Tuesday the 29th when they take on Monette. Then they will be going to the 76th Annual Carthage Invitational. That'll be held December 8, 9, and 10. And the wrestling team opens match season on November 29. They host Carl Junction at that time, and that match will be starting at 1:30, so that'll be something to put down on next month's sheet. So that's November 29 for the wrestling team. We're at 14-14 here at the half. We'll take another 2-minute break and then come back. You're listening to Tiger Football on Music Radio 93.5.
In 4 years. At Missouri Southern State University, we're here to help you achieve your life goals. Small class sizes allow you to develop a more personal relationship with your instructors and practice your skills in immersive environments. From a healthcare simulation center to crime scene investigation, state-of-the-art science labs, a mock courtroom, and much more. Study abroad opportunities can help you develop a global mindset. Learn more about our high-quality educational opportunities at mssu.edu.
J Builders is rooting on all our Carthage Tiger student athletes. J Builders LLC has over 25 years of experience and quality work. They provide a variety of construction services, including new home design and construction, home additions, and many more general contracting services. J Builders takes pride in their work and strives for excellence and timely completion of work on every job. For estimates and questions, please call J Builders at 793-1432 today. Tiger alum Justin Holsworth and everyone on the J Builders team says, Go Tigers!
Tony Williams State Farm Insurance is a proud supporter of Carthage Tiger Athletics. If you've had life call an audible on you or just need better coverage, Tony Williams and his experienced team can help you get to the end zone with the best coverage for your specific needs. Auto, home, life, business, and more. In the office, over the phone, or online. There's several ways to get a free quote today. Tony Williams State Farm Insurance, located at 2232 Grand Avenue. Tony Williams says, Go Tigers!
Everyone at Carthage Water and Electric Plant wishes the Carthage Tigers a great season, not only in sports but in scholastics as well. As your public power utility, we know the value of teamwork will pay dividends as our youth enter the workforce and their professional careers. Let's stay community powered and cheer on our home team to win. Carthage Water and Electric Plant encourages you to get out and support our Carthage Tigers.
Try to go through some halftime scores. Here it's Carthage 14 and Joplin 14. And we're trying to get it to load up. It was just fine a minute ago. Here we go, and here we don't go. So, apologize for this, and now it will not move on me. So we'll go to the states. Come back to the next break, get some scores. We'll go to the state rankings. Carthage in at 1, 6-1. Francis Howell from St. Louis at 7. Lebanon, probably, or Camdenton. Carthage will meet in the near future if it keeps going that far. They are at 3-4. Holt High School is at 5. Webb City still in the top 10. They're at 4-3, but they're number 6. St. Louis Country Day, they're always a mess of trouble. They're at number 7. Oak Park is at 8. Eureka at 9. Jeff City Elias, after a vacation out of the top 10, they're back in at number 10. Joplin comes in at number 5 in 6A, and Nixa is ahead of them at number 4. Liberty North is the top-ranked team in Class 6. Ray Peck is at number 9. In the Class 4, the only area team is Nevada. They've had a bit of a losing streak lately, but they're still at number 10. St. Mary's holds the top spot there. Cardinal Ritter leads Class 3. The only other regional team here that we're familiar with, Pleasant Hill, they're in at number 2. And in Class 2, Seneca and Lamar are 3-4. Blair Oaks from Jeff City is number 1 there. And Seneca, who beat Lamar, they're at number 3 at 7-0. Lamar, that's their only loss. They're at number 4. And in Class 1, Marionville is at number 4. And Adrian at number 8. Monroe City, that's up there in the north central part of the state, they are at number 1. Go through the scoring drives here at 4:01 of the first quarter. Carthage on their second possession was set up on an interception by Davion King. Returned to the 28-yard line of Joplin. 2 plays later, Gall took it in from 3. That made it 7-0. That was after Rogers on a jet sweep was ran out of bounds before the end zone. And then Joplin turned it over 5 plays on downs. And Carthage got 2 big pass plays, one to Tyler Willis, one to Moore. Got him down to a 1st and goal at the 10, and then a run to the 1-yard line. Then Gall took it in the next play, 11:04, 14-0. But then Joplin struck back at 9:18 on a double reverse, and then the pass, the guy they double reversed it to, threw to a wide open quarterback, Hobbs Gooch, who ran a pass pattern. In fact, he was the loneliest man in the stadium. He caught it at about the 30 and just jogged into the end zone for the touchdown. That made it 14-7. Carthage then got the ball for 12 plays, but a big 2nd and goal 5-yard penalty at the 2-yard line backed him up. Then the next play, which was a snap to Gall, went off his shoulder. He chased it down, picked it up, and ran maybe about a half a yard. So that made it 3rd and goal from the 18. They got 9 of it back. But then on 4th down, they decided for the field goal, and it went wide right, and then Joplin struck him hard the next play, very next play, 80 yards, a jet sweep to Quentin Renfro, and he tied the game up at that point at 14 apiece. That's a look inside the numbers by Jeff Hodkin, American Family Insurance. We'll hear from him, and then we'll come back, see if the scoreboard will cooperate. 14-14 at the half. This is Tiger Football on Music Radio 93.5.
Lawn is completely wild. It's time to bring in Turf Tamers and create a green turf that's calm and lovely. Turf Tamers will rid your lawn of the unwanted weeds and unsightly, funky grasses that have made your lawn a wild kingdom. Give them a call at 417-434-0810. When they arrive, you just leave it to them to tame that turf and have your neighbors admiring it. Turf Tamers, the name says it all. Turf Tamers, 417-434-0810.
21, Willard nothing. Willard has not won so far. Ozark 13, Branson nothing. Republic Nixa, they're tied at 14. Nixa seems to kind of make it hard on themselves, and they just blow everybody out in the second half. And Webb City is 7 better than Neosho right now. It's 28-21 at the half. That game's still not out of reach for Neosho the way they've been scoring. So the trouble is they have had trouble stopping the opposition. On the Big 8 side, Reed Spring 14-7 over Logan Rogersville. East Newton 7-6 against Aurora. Nevada pounding Monette, who pulled an upset on a team that beat Nevada a few weeks earlier. That was McDonald County, but Nevada's taking care of them right now, 42-7. And Mack is trailing two undefeated Seneca, 21-7 at the half. And Lamar back on track, 27-7 against Cassville. See if we can find the teams that are right behind Carthage in the standings tonight. It is the 3 and 4 teams going at it. Lebanon is at Camdenton, and they're at the half. Camdenton leads 24-14. As we roll along in that conference, nothing really shocking to report there. And Marionville 14-8 over Ash Grove. Diamond leads Sarcoxy 14-6. Pierce City 14, Miller 8. Jasper and College Heights, they are scoreless in the first. No report on the Pittsburgh game. Oklahoma side, nothing really exciting there score-wise. And go to the Kansas side. No real surprises there, except, as soon as I say that, Chanute and Coffeyville are tied 20-20 at the half. Chanute had been running people over until tonight, it looks like. Riverton leads 28-0 against Neodesha. And Baxter 18-13 against Columbus. That pretty much brings you up to date there. Both teams are out doing their second half warm-ups. I mentioned Gall has scored from 3 yards and 1 yard at 4:01 of the first, 11:04 of the second. Gooch a 55-yard reception at 9:18 for Joplin. They came back with an 80-yard run at 2:36. And that's where we are now, tied at 14. Joplin won the toss, so they deferred, so that means they will have the possession to start things. Carthage ate up a lot of first quarter but did not score until their second possession. So you got to try to find that ball control again in the second half once you do get the football. Hopefully the defense can answer back. They've been burned. They were burned on consecutive plays. They had a big gainer. Joplin did there right before the half, but so they got to try to solve what Joplin has created here in this, with the latter part of the second quarter. So the kicking team is out there. We got about a minute to go, so let's take a 1-minute pause and come back with the third quarter. It is Carthage 14 and Joplin 14. Back in 1 minute. This is Tiger Football on Music Radio 93.5.
Boomer's Barbecue at 1123 West Central Avenue in Carthage cheers on our Carthage Tigers. From the coaches to the parents and teachers, it takes a lot of effort to help our student athletes and the rest of the student body reach their goals. And Boomer's Barbecue salutes all who make our Tigers great. Boomers is proud to be a sponsor of this broadcast, and they thank you for your business over the years. Once a Tiger, always a Tiger. Carthage alumni Willie Wagner and the entire crew at Boomers Barbecue say, "Go Tigers, go Blue."
Competing in sports can and often does take unexpected turns, but with practice and great preparation, you can achieve great results on the field. And being prepared for the unexpected is what Jeff Hodkin at American Family Insurance helps people with every day. For all of your auto, home, business, and life insurance needs, give Jeff Hodkin a call today or go see him at 800 South Garrison in Carthage. Jeff Hodkin is cheering on all of our Carthage athletes. Go Tigers!
So Joplin will receive, and they'll go from left to right. I'm waiting for the officials to give us the football. Now we're ready to go, so Mejia will kick it off. Near side, it's Davin Thomas to receive for Joplin. And it looks like Quentin Renfro on the other side. It's Thomas and Renfro to receive the kick. Here it comes. Low kick bounces at the 30 to the 35, and Carthage covers it up at the 36 on the return. What there was of it, Aiden Sampson. Joplin will have it at the 36. They're slow on the draw, getting out here. There they go. Two receivers out to the left. Hobbs Gooch at quarterback. They'll hand it off, trying to go to the corner is Renfro, and they run him out of bounds. Virtually no gain. It was Tyler Willis and Freisinger there. They'll lose a yard to the 35. Second down and 11 from the short side of the field. Two receivers out to the left, one to the right. Gooch will take the snap, fake, and wants to throw. Fires it out far side. It's over the head of the intended man. It's actually Hobbs Gooch was out there on the pattern. The quarterback. Wait a minute, we got two number 7s out there? Okay, that was out for Devin Thomas, I'm telling you. About ready to call a technical foul here. It was 2 instead of 7 out there on the pattern. That old Bugs Bunny cartoon where he played all 9 positions in the baseball game. Third down and 11. Gooch will take the snap. He'll look left. He's going to air it out down the side. It's going to be incomplete. Intended out there for Terrence Gibson. Gibson turned the wrong way. Had he turned left, he might have been able to run that one down. So far, the best of the worlds. And we have a penalty flag, interference on Carthage. So Joplin will keep it. So this officiating crew has been very touchy on the interference calls tonight. Carthage has the benefit of 2 of them, and now Joplin gets their first one, and it's out to midfield. And right now, Joplin doesn't need any breaks. Receiver out to the right, one to the left. They'll give it off to Renfro. He'll try to cut it upfield. He's hit sideways for a loss. It'll be second and 11. There's Micah Lindsay to pull him down. He has, I believe, the most tackles for loss on the season. Second down and 11. Renfro had a similar play first half where he faked the sweep and then turned it straight up. This time Lindsay was there to meet him. So second down and 11. 2 receivers to the right. And they hand it off, looking for a hold to the right side, and a big pop there at midfield. Luke Gall was there to pop Renfro, the ball carrier. It's going to be third down and 9. Well, you had him stopped on third down moments ago, but an interference penalty kept it alive. The third down, and Joplin disassembles, and they head out to their respective spots. 2 receivers left, a wing to the right. And Gooch to throw. Looking, being pressured. Ball is out there. It's going to be underthrown, and a leaping attempt, and it's incomplete on the interception. The ball was slightly underthrown and a chance for an interception, but they couldn't come down with it. It was King out there on the coverage. So it's fourth down at the 49-yard line of Carthage. So barring any chicanery here, Carthage should get the ball back. Here's the snap, and the kick is away. Very high. And let it go out of bounds, and they do. We've got to wait for the linesman to come down there and mark it, and he'll have it at the 18-yard line. So a good punt all in all for Joplin as it keeps Carthage inside the 20. Well, I mentioned the first series of the game, they went 12 plays, although they didn't score, but they ate up over half of the first quarter clock. You like to see a similar drive, only with better results. First down, here's Luke, and he'll turn the corner at the 20, and he'll make the 22-yard line. So he'll pick up 4, second down and 6. They unpile things here. It was Cordell Washington and Drew Van Gilder on the stop. The high percentage that would be of Van Gilder on a Joplin tackle. They have 2 of them out there as starters. Second down and 6. Ball at the 22. 14-14 game here, third quarter. Here goes Gall. He'll try to sweep it. Now cut it up at the near hash. Now cuts back middle of the field, goes to the 30, gets a first down, and he's down at the 32. That's a little more like it. And now Gall looks like he's hurt. He got hit really hard.
That's enough for another Carthage Tiger first down.
And he doesn't look in too good a shape right now. It'll be a first down at the 32, but more concerning things right now. And while they tend to him, let's take a break. We'll go 1 minute and come back. It is Tiger football on 93.5 Music Radio.
Zider Tax Service loves cheering on our Carthage Tigers. Mike and all the staff know our student athletes have worked hard this year, and they give a big hand to everyone who has helped and encouraged the Tigers to have a successful season. Zider Tax Services, serving Carthage and the surrounding area with tax planning and preparation for individuals and businesses, is proud to be one of the locally owned businesses that support your Carthage Tigers broadcasts. Join Mike Zider, CPA, and the rest of Zider Tax Services as they cheer on our Tigers. Go Tigers!
Local dentists Mark Westhoff and Carthage alumnus Katrina Wickland of Carthage Dental Associates cheer on our Carthage Tigers. They know that setting goals and working hard toward them are keys to every successful life, and they wish the Carthage student body and athletes the best of luck in the game and in the classroom. Carthage Dental Associates have been providing preventive and restorative general dentistry for you and your families for the last 20-plus years, and they're proud to be a part of the community and are grateful to be part of this Carthage Tiger broadcast. Go Tigers! Go Big Blue!
Got up and walked off on his own power, and he's got his helmet back on, so they'll have to play this one down without him anyway. Maybe a couple of more. Jadwin will keep it, and he'll have to zigzag, and he does across the 35 up to the 37-yard line. He's right back on the field. There's Gall. Just got the wind knocked out of him. I would guess that would be the overall diagnosis. I don't think a crazy bone would have you that much in pain. It is aggravating, but second down on the keeper, 6 yards to go. 14-14 game, 8:28 left to go, third quarter. Rogers comes in motion, and Jadwin will keep, gets a block to the 39 and stood up. They need the 43 for a first down, so it'll be third down and 4. Bottom of the stack for Joplin was Gavin Smith. Gall scored twice at 4:01 first quarter, 11:04 second quarter. Gooch scored at 9:18, and that was for Joplin. 2:36 Renfro scored. Both of those in the second quarter. 14-14 game. Third down, need the 43. And they'll give it. Nope, Gall's going to get the fake handoff, and here's a broken tackle on a pass play. Across the 45 to the 48-yard line. It was Landon Collins coming out from the wing, and it's a first down pickup. So it's at the 48. So again, Carthage making first downs. Two possessions have ended up in nothing, and oops, the slot receiver was well across the line of scrimmage. He got back in time. And here we go on the sweep. trying to turn it upfield and nothing doing. It's going to be no gain on the play, as Aiden Rogers was cut down underneath by Noah Soriano. So it'll be 2nd down and 10, no gain. Just no room to turn the corner on that one. Joplin had an interference go their way on their first possession, but ended up turning it over on a punt. They went 6 plays. Carthage is now on their 7th play. Looking at a 2nd and 10, need the Joplin 42. Jadwin on a quarterback draw, looks for a block, zigzag back to his right across the 50 to the 47-yard line. So that'll be 3rd down, 4 yards to get. Tigers head to Willard next week to finish out the regular season. Fastest weeks are football season, it seems like. The rest of the year kind of drags along. This is the time of year you wish it wouldn't go so fast. 3rd down and 4, need the 43, as I said. Jadwin on a long count, gives it to Gall. Look to turn the corner, goes outside to the 40, gets that 1st down. Bumps and grinds to the 37. Carthage wanting a flag for a possible head out of bounds. I was looking at the sticks to make sure he had the 1st down. John Guidey talking to the linesman over there. I think it's just going to stand as a 1st down pickup, and it is to the 37. So Mejia goes out wide right, Moore in the slot also on the right side. 1st and 10 for Carthage at the Joplin 37. 14-14 game. Jadwin will roll right with it. He'll want to throw. Got a man open there, leaping attempt for a 1st down at the 26-yard line. Willis, his 2nd catch of the day. Ball bit underthrown, but Willis came back to it. He was the only one to possibly catch it, so even though it was underthrown, Jadwin made sure no one else could get to it but his teammate, and it's a 1st down at the 26-yard line of Joplin. 10th play coming up, coming down to the 5-minute mark of the 3rd quarter. The receiver goes out wide left, wing and another receiver to the left. Low snap, fumbled snap, and down goes Jadwin for a loss at the 32. Well, we had one high snap. This one worried the Worms on that one as it scooted back on the ground to Jadwin, and they lose back to the 31. That's been the kind of evening it's been right now. Carthage moves the football, then one play just sidetracks the whole deal. So it'll be 2nd down and 15. Jadwin was on his knee, so nothing you can do, because they do not have the get up and run if no one touches a rule in high school. Put 2 receivers to the right, and Jadwin wants to throw, swings it out near side, caught by Gall, jukes past a man 25, hit his own man, otherwise he'd be still going. It is near a 1st down. It's going to be coming up on 3rd down. Gall looking at his teammates, slamming the football from one hand to the other, saying, man, why did you get so close, or get out of the way? So 3rd down, they need that could have been a big gainer, but they got the loss plus back, and they need the 17 for a 1st down. Carthage got a 14-0 lead at 11:04 in the 2nd, but Joplin came back with 2 scores to tie it. Joplin went 1 possession and turned it over to Carthage. Carthage on their 1st possession, 3rd quarter, trying to keep this one alive. Jadwin to throw, swings it. It is caught. 1st down. Hudson Moore at the 13. That was a nice play. The old down and out. You weren't feeling it on that play because it picked up a 1st down. Ball at the 13. Trying to break this 14-14 tie. Receiver to the left. Delayed handoff to Gall. Looks to turn the corner, and he'll make a couple of yards. Joplin has been all over him most of the night. Tackle led by Noah Soriano and Peyton Erickson. So it'll be second down. He did get, looks like 3 on the play, second down. Ball at the 11. Put 2 receivers to the left, another one to the right. Jadwin will keep it, and he'll flip it back to Rogers. He's got wide open spaces. Give me land, lots of land. Touchdown. They faked a run. Jadwin had a couple of defenders bite, and he had already flipped the ball to Rogers, and he goes untouched for 13 yards. And Carthage takes the lead back. Here's the approach on the extra point. It's good. It's a little life in the step thanks to Aiden Rogers there. 21-14 Carthage, 2:35 left to go third quarter. Back here in 30 seconds, this is Tiger Football on Music Radio 93.5.
Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram cheer on our Tigers. They want to recognize the hard work and sacrifices that the parents and coaches and their families make to help our student athletes be their best during and between games. And don't forget, the next time you're in the market for a new or pre-owned vehicle, keep Wood, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram in mind. Parts, service, sales, and financing, everything in one place. Save a trip and shop Carthage. Wood, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram, part of Wood Motor Company. A solid name you can trust. Go Tigers!
12 plays, 82 yards. 13-yard run by Rogers. Well, Carthage got fooled on a couple of big plays. That one there, Joplin was totally befuddled. I was for a moment, then the ball went in midair, and I said, where's that going? And Rogers got it. Here's a squib kick. And what do we have here? Carthage might have jumped ahead of the kick. Linesman on the far side blew the whistle, and he's running in. No flag, but I think that's what happened. Joplin will get another chance at it. So it'll be offside on the kickoff. Mejia forgot the tee. There we go. So they'll kick from the 35. So Carthage led 14-0. Joplin tied it at half. And now it's back to Carthage in the lead. Here's another squib. This one goes a little farther, picked up at the 28 and down to the 40. A flag goes down. I won't speculate which direction that was going. There was a big hit. I think it was Cordell Washington on the return. We might have had a helmet-to-helmet. It's usually a hold or block in the back when it's on a kickoff return. We still haven't gotten a translation by the referee. I think he's still waiting for something. Flag at the 39. It's called against Joplin. They've got it. By that signal, that's an illegal man, or maybe it's an illegal touch. I don't. You can't have an ineligible man on a kickoff if you're the receiving team. But it's going to be marked off against Joplin. It's a big one, 15 yards. Back to the 24. Let's see if he comes out and gives the signal again. He's not mic'd up tonight, apparently. Maybe it was a hit to the head by the Joplin return team, one of the blockers. Must have been a helmet-to-helmet. That's the only thing I could translate. So Joplin to the 23. Handoff. Big hole initially. And it's going to be, I think, Coleman on the play, and he runs to the 29. A couple of guys on the bottom for Carthage. Davion King, one of them. And also Tavion Bailey. Nice pickup, though, by Coleman. 2nd down and 5. And they go to Renfro. He tries to turn the corner. Carthage holds him for only a yard. They had a chance to get him behind the line. Lindsey got him. And the ball placed at the 29. So basically no gain on the play. 3rd down. They need the 34 for a first down. Carthage just retook the lead at 2:35 of the 3rd. We're at a minute and a half in the 3rd. It's 21-14 Carthage. 2 receivers left. Man comes in motion. And Gooch wants to throw. He's going to fire down the left sideline. It's going to be almost intercepted. Kinder had a hand on it. The ball just a tad overthrown. Intended for Neil Barstow. But it's going to be 4th down for Joplin. And ideally, you'd like to see Carthage get a clean exchange here and eat more time. Now we have a flag on the play. I don't know what was going on there unless they've got Carthage to bite on an offside, and they did. Well, Joplin flooded everybody off to the right side, and Carthage flinched. And that'll pick them up a first down. So Joplin gets a life. At the 34-yard line, a new set of downs. So at 1:14, Joplin keeps possession. They had the last time they got the ball, they had an interference penalty keep them alive, but turned it over 3 plays later. So Carthage defense back to work. Gooch wants to throw, fires, and a missed tackle on the first down pickup to the 48-yard line, out on the far sideline. It was, I believe, Washington on the catch. So it's a first down for Joplin. So they're getting a little momentum here on that play at the 48-yard line. Final minute coming up. Pass out again to the right side. This time a little more sure tackle, but a pickup to the 44-yard line. So Joplin on a 2nd and short. As they've got Carthage backpedaling following that offside penalty. Here's a handoff Renfro. He'll get a first down, and he'll make the 42. That should run the clock of the 3rd quarter. Luke Gall there for the stop. 20 seconds. Joplin is at the line right now. Got plenty of time to snap it if they choose to do so. 3rd and short. He didn't get the first down. Here's Renfro, direct snap. He'll get the first down now, and he's pushed out of bounds with 2 seconds. Davion King made the play, but it is a first down. So Joplin will have one more play. The chain gang will move it up another 10. Then we'll change ends. They'll have to go with the play. The previous one went out of bounds. And Renfro takes the snap again. He'll try to turn. This time he's going to be hit and dropped. No gain on that play as 3 Tigers. Davion King led the way, and Bailey. And look at his Kinder also out there, but the 3rd quarter ends. Joplin will have a 2nd and 11 and going the other way. After 3, Carthage 21, Joplin 14. Back in 1 minute. This is Tiger Football and Music Radio 93.5.
Dick Insurance is a proud supporter of the Carthage Tigers. Successful teams select great members, develop a solid game plan, and purchase the best equipment for the game. Dick Insurance applies this same philosophy when developing an insurance program to insure your Carthage Tiger family or business. When looking for insurance, the right agent for your team is Dick Insurance. Give Dick a call at 417-358-4007. Go Big Blue!
The owners, staff, and management at Sirloin Stockade wish the Carthage Tigers a successful year, not only in athletics but also in the classroom. Sirloin Stockade knows that hard work and diligent effort are keys to achieving goals, and they look forward to those young students embracing the challenges of tomorrow. Sirloin Stockade is proud to be part of the Carthage Tiger broadcast, and they remind you to stop by before the game or during the weekend for a delicious meal that's just as good as home cooked. Sirloin Stockade, 1027 West Central in Carthage.
Jim Taylor back here at Hafner Stadium. Start the fourth quarter. 21-14 Carthage. 2nd and 11 for Joplin. Renfro will go to the near side, and he breaks free, stays in bounds. 30, may take it. He will go to the 10-5 touchdown. So one play in the fourth quarter. Joplin within a point of tying it. Looked like he was going to be stopped, but then he stayed in bounds and then had no one else in front of him. So a chance to tie it from Joseph Ispin. Here's the snap. The kick is on the way, and it's good. So Joplin ties it at 21 apiece. And we'll go 30 seconds and come back. This is Tiger Football on Music Radio 93.5.
1978, Reeves Tire and Automotive has been servicing the repair, tire, and wheel needs of the 4 states, offering a full line of tire industry top brands at competitive prices and car and truck repair with superior service and experience that can't be beat. Reeves Tire and Automotive is located at 2504 Grand Avenue and open 8 to 5 Monday through Friday and 8 to noon on Saturdays. Get rolling with Reeves and get rolling with the Carthage Tigers. Go Big Blue.
76 yards on 6 plays. The big play there was on 4th down. Joplin went to punt, and they all bailed out, and Carthage bid on the play, and somebody stepped offside. That gave Joplin a second chance at the drive, and they've taken advantage of it, and they have tied it here at 21-21. It'll be Beaver to kick it off. He takes a 15-yard run at it. Kind of unusual, but if you're comfortable with it. Here he comes. And it's a squibber. He's going to take a high hop at the 20. Taken by King. Breaks the tackle. 30. Look out. 35. Otherwise, he'd still be running. Saving the tackle was saving the play was Soriano for Joplin, along with Washington. So a good starting point at the 35 for Carthage. They've turned it over 3 times on downs. One time it was a 2nd and goal toward the middle of the second quarter, 2nd and goal, and a 5-yard penalty messed that all up. Carthage now going left to right in the final quarter. They put 2 receivers to the right rather. Here is Jadwin. He'll pitch it out to Gall. Gall looking for an opening, goes to the 40 and moves up to about the 43-yard line. He cut back in at the hash. Had he gone to the left, he might have been able to outrun one defender and continue down the sideline, but he'll take it. 9 yards and not quite a first down. Don't jump ahead of yourself. Be 2nd and 1. Ball at the left hash on a 2nd down and short. 21-21 game. Jadwin wants to throw. Goes down the side, got more, and he grabs it, spins at the 15, stays on his feet. That is a touchdown. 56 yards. The defender was headed downward, and it was a matter of Moore could catch it, and he did. And right back comes Carthage at 10:48. Extra point. You need them all tonight. That's good. 28-21 Carthage. That's good. Back here in 30 seconds. This is Tiger Football and Music Radio 93.5.
Medicine, cheer on our Carthage Tigers. Dr. Manzer and staff know that striving for one's goals are the key to success in life, and they want our students to be the best both in and out of the game. Manzer Family Medicine is a comprehensive multi-specialty practice that is physician-owned and patient-driven. They have locations in Missouri and Kansas, with the Carthage Urgent Care open 7 days a week for you and your family when you need care the most. For more information, find them on Facebook or manzerfamilymedicine.com. Go Tigers!
"65 yards in 2 big plays, 1 for 9, and then 56 yards on the pass.
Get on your feet and make some noise.
So Mejia will kick again. And they put it on the ground. Another hop, this time to the 35, to the 40, and Joplin's going to have great position at the 46-yard line, so this game's not over. There's Aiden Sampson on the return, and Joplin will take over on their own 46. Joplin's had 3 big plays for touchdowns, 55, 80, and 56. Pardon me, 40. Man comes in motion. They give it to Renfro, tries to turn the right side, has running room across midfield. He'll get about 8 on the play. On the Joplin sideline, run out of bounds. They're going to put him back a couple of yards to the 48. So still damaging, but not as bad as I had first thought. It'll be 2nd down and 4. Two receivers left, one right. Handoff goes straight ahead, and looks like Renfro again. He'll get short of the first down. 3rd down coming up. Clay Kinder on the stop. So 3rd down and a yard. Goots awaits the snap. Now he will look off, as does his teammates, to the Joplin sideline. 3rd down and 1. Tip tap to the right, but the tight end. Here's the handoff. Renfro has the first down, and he'll move to the 41 of Carthage.
Renfro with the carry. Tavion Bailey.
Bailey on the stop. So it's 1st down at the Carthage 41-yard line. You don't want the big return, but the consequence to that is a good starting point on the short kick, and Joplin started at their own 46. Now they're at the 41 of Carthage. Joplin down by a touchdown, 28-21. And Gooch will hand it off Renfro again. He'll look for an opening, has it, comes across the 35, and he'll get almost to a 1st down. That was slow developing, but Renfro took advantage of that first line of tacklers. They missed him, and he got out into enough of an open field. He picks up, they call him a 1st down, so it's a pickup of 10. So just like that, more plays for Joplin at the 31-yard line of Carthage. 9:20 left to go in the ball game. go to Renfro again, a steady diet, and he breaks a tackle. 35, cuts it up far side. He's going again to the 20, to the 15, to the 14. Right now it's, you know I'm coming, boys. See if you can stop me. And another first down for Joplin, this time at the Carthage 14. Went under the 9-minute mark. Again, Renfro, this time not much there. He gets about a yard out of it. As Michael Lindsay makes the stop, second down coming up. Carthage held a Joplin earlier tonight on a fourth down, but that's still 3 plays away. Second down and 9. 28-21 Carthage. That is in jeopardy. 2 receivers out left. And they'll hand to Coleman. And they'll go straight ahead to the 10 and to the 6, a yard short of the first down. Well, again, Lindsay on the stop, but it's 3rd and short, so it's definitely 2-play territory for Joplin. That's actually going to be a long 1-yard line. 1 yard to get. So 3rd down coming up. 7:40 to go in the game. Here goes Renfro. He'll have the first down. He'll be 1st and goal for Joplin at the 3-yard line. This will be 9 plays already, but they went fast and positively. It's 1st and goal inside the 3 for Joplin. It's been pretty much all Renfro on this drive. And Gooch, give it to him again. He'll look for the end zone, and he will find it. Touchdown. So again, Joplin about to catch Carthage at 7:06 to go. Renfro from 2 yards. It'll be Ibsen to try to make it 28 apiece. There's the snap. They get it down. A little bit of a rush, but it's going to go inside the right upright. So, tied again. 7:06 to go in the game. Joplin 28, Carthage 28. Back here in 30 seconds.
The love of a family is a very special thing. From the time we are children, it's our family that teaches us how to walk and how to talk, that gives us a sense of belonging. The wisdom of our grandparents is passed down through our parents and then on to future generations through our children. The love of a family never grows old. It just grows. A love that lasts forever. The Nell Mortuary in Carthage, locally owned since 1882.
See our ad in names and...
That was 54 yards in 9 plays. I said that was the penalty for the short kick, but Joplin's been up to a lot of trickery tonight, so you better have good hands on that front line. Just saying. And here's Beaver on the approach. And they'll squirt this one on the ground. It's going to have to be fielded. It might roll into the end zone if they don't touch it. And it does. There's a break for Carthage. Otherwise, you would have had to pick that thing up, but it, like a third baseman trying to coax a ball into foul territory, that's kind of what King was doing out there. And it's first down for Carthage at the 20. Otherwise, if it stopped, he would have had to pick it up, and that would not have been good. So the fine line goes to Carthage, at least for the moment. Ball at the 20. Man in motion. Fake to Rogers. Give to Gall. And he makes a couple of yards to the 22. We got a Joplin player a little bit shaken. And he'll have to go off. That's Drew Van Gilder. Second down. A little bit less than 9. Carthage a 14-0 lead, but 2 big plays in the second quarter tied it for Joplin. And the teams have traded touchdowns in this half, and we're tied at 28. Now we have a whistle on the near side by the linesman. Looks like Hudson Moore is going to have to come out. Don't know what the problem was, but they had him go off the field. So second down and 9. Rogers in motion. They'll give it to him, and he cuts back, stays on his feet. At the 30, he'll have a first down. Now it's a matter of just hanging on to the ball. He's gang tackled. But he'll pick up 10 for a first down at the 31.
That's enough for another Carthage Tiger.
So they'll set the chain at the 31-yard line. 28-28 game, fourth quarter. Receiver out wide left, one to the right. There goes Gall looking for a hole, and he'll make the 34. Got 3, second down. Looks like Draven Van Gilder on the stop. So second down and 7. All timeouts available for both sides right now. Out wide left is Moore. Another receiver to the right. Jadwin, give it off to Gall, looking for a hole, does so, gets the 40, and he's close to a first down. Linesman here would have him a first down. Let's see where they place it. They'll have to give it a look, I'm sure. The referee jogs up to it. Gives it a line, first down.
That's enough for another Carthage Tiger.
And we have another man down, this time for the Tigers. It's Luke Gall. I think it looked like a shoe problem. So he'll be replaced by Tavion Bailey. So first down for Carthage at the 41, 28-28 game. Coming down to the 5-minute mark of the fourth. And Jadwin will keep it into a crowd, breaks through that crowd, gets a nice gain to the 46. He'll pick up 5. So Carthage, who has done very well last week, they had like a 12-minute time differential against Webb City. And tonight they've had the time of possession. Joplin has relied on the big plays, but they've worked. Carthage has had a couple of drives come up short. Have a 2nd and 5. Again, they'll go with a sweep. Trying to turn it outside. They do down the sideline. There's a flag, though, at the 40. And the ball carrier is down to the 39. But that's coming back a bit. Holding on Carthage. Yep. Nice pickup. I think it was King on the carry. So it's going to be second down and about 15. Ball at the 35. So it'll be 16 yards to go. They need the Joplin 49. Wrong time for that. They wind the clock, 4:10 to go in the fourth, 28-28 game. Moore comes out wide right. I'll take that. He's wide left. Another man to the right side, and Jadwin to throw. Deep drop. Throws it. Just tries to get rid of it. So it'll be third down. He saved a sack, so it'll be third down. Still need the 49 of Joplin. Gall was the nearest man to it, but it was well underthrown. Clock stops at 3:48 to go in the game. So big play in this one. Again, it's Hudson Moore to the left. Slot man left. Collins to the left on a wing. Jadwin to throw. Wants to throw it. Does so to Gall. He's in trouble. Tries to turn the corner. Does so 40, and he gets up to about the 43. Still going to be 8 yards shy of the first down. He made something out of nothing, so it's fourth down for Carthage. So you're in between right here. If you go for it, you're still going to, you give the ball back in your own territory. If you go ahead and quick kick it, you'll have to make Joplin go most of the way to get some kind of score. 15 seconds on the play clock. It would not surprise me if Carthage would spend a timeout. They pulled off the fake quick kick last week, and it worked. And a low snap, they're going to kick it. Not going to get much out of it. It's almost straight up in the air, but it's going to take a roll. It's going to go to the 40 and almost to the 39 of Joplin. So a low snap prevented a little better kick. So now Joplin is 61 yards away from winning the game. They have their timeouts and 2:51 to go. (28-28) game. And it was all Renfro on the last drive. Two receivers to the right. And it's Renfro again, and he cuts up to the 40. Not much on this one. Lindsay catches him after a couple of yards. It'll be second down. 8 yards to go. Two and a half minutes remaining in the game. Two receivers right. They want to throw. Gooch wants to throw. Ball is underthrown and flag. It'll be interference. That ball hung up so long, there was bound to be contact. So Joplin's going to get a first down on a 15-yard penalty. There was half a chance to intercept it, but then he ran into the receiver. And that's going to move it to the 42 of Carthage. 2:12 to go with a tie of 28. Both teams came in 6-1. The defense has an interception that was in the first quarter to set up a touchdown. Like to see some kind of turnover here if at all possible. Here's Renfro, cuts back right, and he moves inside the 40 to about the 38-yard line. And what do we have here? There's a flag on the play. There was some activity over on the near side between a couple of the players, one for each team. And this may be on Joplin. I believe they're going to have it unsportsmanlike. So the 15 they got, it's going to go right back. This time in Joplin territory at the 48-yard line. So they have a personal foul on the offense. So it's second down and a bunch for Joplin. 2:02 to go in the game, 28-28 game. But now you got to make them pay. And there's a shot out to the far side. Catch made. Cutting upfield to the 50, 48-yard line is Davin Thomas. Clock continues to move. Both teams have their timeouts. So it's third down. And it looks like 16 for a first down. (28-28) game. Last time Carthage had an overtime, that was the state championship game. That's what you can hope for right now. 1:20 to go in the game. You can't give up a big play here. Joplin has lived on it so far. And I believe a timeout's been called. And Joplin calls it with 1:14 to go. 28-28 game. Back here in 30 seconds. This is Tiger Football on Music Radio 93.5.
Just like a great coach, State Farm agent Jerry Poston at 1601 South Garrison in Carthage can help you develop a game plan for your insurance needs. Whether it's car, home, life, health, or business insurance, Agent Jerry Poston can dig into the playbook and help you find the affordable coverage you need. When your life and goals change, Agent Jerry Poston will be there to help you adjust your insurance game plan with a free family insurance checkup. So, for all of your insurance needs, call on a winner. State Farm agent Jerry Poston at 1601 South Garrison or call 417-358-5052.
1:14 to go. 28-28 tie. Joplin with a third down and 16. They need the Carthage 32 for the first down. They send three receivers, one to the right, two to the left. Hobbs Gooch, the quarterback, Renfro in the backfield. Gooch to throw. Looks to the left, throws it out there. It's caught at the 36-yard line. They need the 33. Or check that, the 32, so it's going to be fourth down and 4 for Joplin at the 36 of Carthage. Under a minute remaining. Joplin's going to go ahead and let the clock run. See if they call a timeout. Looks like they're down to 10 seconds on the play clock. Now they get to the line. Fourth down, they need the 32 of Carthage. 34 seconds remaining. And now timeout is called. So Joplin uses their second timeout. So we'll break away another 30, come back, try to resolve this 28-28 tie. This is Tiger Football on 93.5 Music Radio.
Evans Investment Companies of Whistler's Hamburgers and Daylight Donut cheer on our Tigers. They're proud to be part of this Carthage Tigers broadcast. Hard work, diligence, and persistence give big rewards in life. So make it count, Tigers. The owners and employees at Whistler's and Daylight Donut want only the best for our Tigers and the entire student body. Whistler's Hamburgers and Daylight Donut. Dine in or carry out at all locations in Carthage. Go Tigers. Go Big Blue. Sponsored by Drew Evans Investments.
Fourth down and 4 for Joplin at the Carthage 36. 32 seconds to go. A 28-28 tie. Receivers go left to right. Man goes in motion, comes back. Gooch wants to throw it. It's caught near a first down. I think he got it. It's going to be close. I think they're going to give it to him. They will at the 31-yard line. The man who made the catch, Thomas, he tripped going forward. I'm surprised they didn't call motion on that. But So Joplin, 28.5 seconds and 1 timeout and 31 yards away. Hobbs Gooch, the quarterback. Renfro in the backfield. Back to throw is Gooch. Throws it out. Renfro, he has the catch. He falls down with it. 25-yard line. He'll pick up 7, but the clock will move. Down to 17, 15. Gooch to throw again. Steps back, being chased to his right. Still wants to throw. Fires back. It is going to be incomplete with 6 seconds remaining. Freisinger broke it up. So most likely a chance for one more play. Dare I say regulation. Ball of the 25. It's 3rd down. 6 seconds to go. That's the most important thing. Joplin to the line. 3 seconds on the play clock. Can they get it off? They do. Gooch wants to throw near side and behind his receiver. But they have 2 seconds on the clock and one more play. And they're going to go for a field goal. So 2 seconds remaining. That is the indication it's going to be a field goal. It is Joseph Ibsen. It'll be a 42-yarder. And now Carthage will talk it over. So let's go ahead and take another 30 seconds and come back. This is Tiger Football and Music Radio 93.5.
Cleaners and Car Center of Carthage are proud sponsors of this Carthage Tiger broadcast. It takes a community to make a successful team, and our Tigers are no exception. Clothesline Cleaners under brand new ownership is a full-service laundry and dry cleaner right here in town. And Car Center of Carthage next to the cleaners, where everyone is approved. At the corner of Garrison and Centennial, Clothesline Cleaners and Car Center of Carthage give a big salute to our Tigers. Go Blue!
So Ibsen will try a field goal. The line of scrimmage is the 25, so it'll be a 43-yard attempt. Right-footed kicker will be from the left hash. Last play from regulation. And what's the matter now? Carthage called another timeout. Can you do that? Well, we'll set it up for you. Gall scored 4-1 in the first quarter, a 3-yard play for a 7-0 lead. Carthage took a 14-0 lead at 11:04 second quarter. Joplin came back with 2 touchdowns, 9:18, 2:36 of the second quarter to tie it at 14 at the half. Only score was Carthage in the third quarter at 2:35. Rogers for 13. Joplin came back first play fourth quarter, a 40-yard run by Renfro, 21-21. Then Moore, a 56-yard reception at 10:48. As Carthage came back 28-21, and then Renfro, pretty much the featured man, scored at 7:06 on that last drive that scored. 28-28. Well, our third try now for this would be a 40. Now it's a 42-yard attempt. They scooted in a yard on the hold by Ibsen. Now the field judge has stopped the clock. Carthage uses it all up. I thought you could not call back-to-back timeouts, but Carthage is putting the pressure on Ibsen. And so they'll talk it over again. Well, you can't call another one. Final home game. And then they go on the road next Friday against Willard and then take a week off. And they're the top seed in their district. Webb City and Neosho trying to play it off to who gets the other week off. Last check, it was 28-21 Webb City. That was down in Neosho. I think I've said this before, a 42-yard attempt by Ibsen. Long count, he puts it down. Here's the rush, and it's blocked. And now it's picked up by Carthage, and down the sidelines, it's a live ball. It's picked up by Freisinger. He goes down to the 25-20, 15, 10, 5. He's going to score a touchdown. Can you believe this? You don't have to advance it. I don't know if this is going to be interpreted as a touchdown, but it is a touchdown. On a blocked kick, it was picked up. It's the best not to pick it up, but nobody picked it up. Joplin was headed to the sidelines. I'm sure they'll talk this over before it's all over. And it looked like Freisinger. They're going to rule a touchdown, and this game is over. 34-28 Carthage. I'm not the first one to say it, but I'm the darndest play you've ever seen. And there's been a few of them. This one will qualify. We will take a break, and we'll come back here in 3 minutes. This is Tiger Football on Music Radio 93.5.
Webster and Carleton knows that it takes more than athletes to make a great team. From the coaches and teachers to parents and extended family, it takes the entire community to support our student athletes and make the Carthage Tigers a success. Webster and Carleton is a proud sponsor of this Carthage Tigers sports broadcast, and they salute everyone who are cheering for our Tigers. The law firm of Webster and Carleton, offices in Joplin, 417-781-5690. Go Tigers and go Big Blue!
Just as an athletic team relies on teamwork to reach its goals, a business depends on its staff to complement each other's strengths and function as a team to achieve its goals. The certified public accounting firm of Schmidt Associates wants to be a member of your team and help you reach your financial goals. Their small business accounting, payroll, and advisory services could help ensure your financial success. Call Schmidt Associates at 358-6090. Schmidt Associates, more than checks and balances.
American Family Insurance.
As your American Family Insurance agent in Carthage, I'm looking out for what matters to you, even when nothing's wrong. This is Bob Brown from the Bob Brown Agency. Call me at 358-9715 and let's talk about your insurance needs today.
American Family Insurance.
For details, contact Robert Brown, agent at Bob Brown Agency, 417-358-9715, or stop by 1921 South Garrison Avenue in Carthage today.
Let Community National Bank and Trust be the co-captain of your team at home. As a proud sponsor of the Carthage Tiger broadcasts and a solid member of our community, Community National Bank and Trust can be counted on to provide you top-notch service. As a conservative and solid bank, they offer competitive loan rates and checking and saving accounts geared to reward you. Community National Bank and Trust is there to be a reliable teammate for you and your family. The local bank that's small enough to know you, yet big enough to serve you. Community National Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
The owners and staff at Grace Lanes, just east of the Carthage Square, wish the Carthage Tigers a successful year, not only in athletics, but also in the classroom. They look forward to our young students achieving their goals and the promises of tomorrow. Grace Lanes is proud to be a part of the Carthage Tiger broadcast, and they remind you about bowling leagues on Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday evenings and Saturday mornings. Or stop by for an ice cream and a smoke-free bowling experience Monday through Saturday. For more information, go to gracelanes.com. Go Tigers!
Roscoe's Grill, just off the Carthage Square, wishes the Carthage Tigers a successful year, not only in athletics, but also in the classroom. The owners, management, and staff at Roscoe's know that hard work and diligent effort are keys to achieving goals, and they look forward to those young students embracing their challenges of tomorrow and contributing back to our community as good citizens. Roscoe's is proud to be a part of the Carthage Tiger broadcast, and they cheer on our Carthage Tigers. Go Blue! Go Tigers!
Jim Taylor back with you here at Hafner Stadium. And Mason Freisinger, it's not advisable to pick up a blocked kick because the ball can be advanced, but it cannot be advanced by the kicking team. But usually if you pick that thing or touch it, the offense will get it right back. I mean, there would have been overtime had Joplin had recovered on that. Freisinger took a gamble. Joplin was headed to their sideline. He picked it up, and he had a wall, and I'm going 77 yards. That was the original line of scrimmage. He picked it up somewhere else down the line. But the kick was blocked, and it fluttered over the big mass of people, and Freisinger picked it up. What did he have to lose? It wasn't the ball game. 77 yards later, Carthage wins this game by a score of 34-28. And you're in the midst of the Music Radio 93.5 postgame show, and it is music to everybody after that. What a finish. I've never seen that happen before. And just talk briefly, the old famous Leon Lett mess up on Thanksgiving Day for Dallas when he tried to pick one up, and it cost them the ball game. This time it was on the positive side for the Tigers of Carthage. At no time on the clock, Freisinger picked up the blocked kick, 77 yards on the return. And we owe you one more break. Come back here in 2 minutes. And this is Tiger Football on 93.5 Music Radio.
Athletics, keeping score is required to separate winning from losing. In business, accounting is the art of keeping score of financial matters. The team at the certified public accounting firm of Schmidt Associates wants to be your financial scorekeeping specialist. If your current method of keeping score doesn't measure up, call Schmidt Associates at 358-6090 to determine if professional accounting will benefit your business. Properly designed accounting and payroll services are an investment that will keep your business in the winner's circle. Schmidt Associates, more than checks and balances.
Tom Garrison Construction knows what it takes to build a winning team. Hard work, commitment, knowledge, and accountability. Garrison Construction is a proud sponsor of Carthage Tiger Sports and congratulates all of the student athletes on their hard work and dedication. Garrison Construction excels at remodels, metal buildings, roofing, and custom homes. Garrison Construction, serving Carthage and the surrounding area since 2006. Garrison Construction says, go Tigers.
Beimdick Insurance is a proud supporter of the Carthage Tigers. Successful teams select great members, develop a solid game plan, and purchase the best equipment for the game. Beimdick Insurance applies this same philosophy when developing an insurance program to insure your Carthage Tiger family or business. When looking for insurance, the right agent for your team is Beimdick Insurance. Give Beimdick a call at 417-358-4007. Go Big Blue!
Is your office ready to be a workplace of the future? Does that mean whizzing around on hoverboards and robots answering phones? Maybe, but we'd suggest trying more useful technology first. Pierce & Kelly can set you up with tech that lets your whole team work from anywhere, collaborate on devices, and always have the information they need to do their job. Keeping up with technology can be stressful. We're here to simplify it for you. Whether your office has an internal IT team or not, we have options to fit your needs. Find us at pearsonkelly.com and let us make technology simple for you.
Well, we'll do our Inside the Numbers by Jeff Hodkin, then come back for our play of the game. I wonder what that's going to be. At 4:01, Gall a 3-yard run, 7-0 Carthage at the first quarter. 11:04, Gall a 1-yard run, 14-0. That's the second quarter. Joplin scored at 9:18 and 2:36 to tie it with a couple of touchdowns. 14 at the half. Rogers scored from 13 yards out at 2:35 of the third to give Carthage the 21-14 lead. Joplin came back at 11:50 for a 40-yard run from Renfro. 21-21. Moore caught a 56-yard pass at 10:48, 28-21 Carthage. Renfro a 2-yard run at 7:06 to tie it at 28. Joplin was going for a field goal. The ball was blocked at regulation. The ball fluttered around. Joplin was headed to the sideline. Mason Freisinger said, what have I got to lose? And like I said, it wasn't the ball game. He picked it up and ran it back. I don't know what they call that on a blocked kick going back the other way, but I went from the line of scrimmage, so that would be 77 yards. And they win it 34-28. That's your look inside the numbers, brought to you by Jeff Hodkin. We'll hear from him, and you'll also hear from Wilkinson Pharmacy for our play of the game. Come back here in 1 minute. Tiger Football on Music Radio 93.5.
Competing in sports can and often does take unexpected turns, but with practice and great preparation, you can achieve great results on the field. And being prepared for the unexpected is what Jeff Hodkin at American Family Insurance helps people with every day. For all of your auto, home, business, and life insurance needs, give Jeff Hodkin a call today or go see him at 800 South Garrison in Carthage. Jeff Hodkin is cheering on all of our Carthage athletes. Go Tigers! Wilkinson Pharmacy is a proud supporter of the Carthage Tigers and tonight's play of the game. It takes hard work, good practice habits, and dedication to succeed in sports and in life. And everyone at Wilkinson Pharmacy is proud of our Carthage Tigers for all their efforts on and off the field. Wilkinson Pharmacy and their knowledgeable staff work hard to bring you the best possible products and services every day. So go see them for all your pharmacy needs. Located at 2017 South Garrison, or give them a call at 358-4840. Wilkinson Pharmacy says, go Big Blue.
Our Wilkinson Pharmacy play of the game, there was a few to choose from, but a play you'll never see if you weren't here. Well, you've got to look up the replay when you get home, because it ended on a blocked field goal attempt by Ibsen. Carthage called 3 timeouts and forced Ibsen to kick finally. The ball was partially blocked. I admit I did not see who got a hand on it, but the ball fluttered. As I said, Joplin was headed off the field to the right. Freisinger picked up the loose ball. It was a live ball. As the rules go, offense or the kicking team cannot advance it unless it's blocked and lands behind the line of scrimmage. The ball is dead if you don't touch it, but if the coverage team does pick it up and then they would lose possession and the other team would get it, well, the game continues on. But it was a clean pickup by Freisinger, and he had an escort of 10 other guys down the near sideline. 77 yards, and that's how the game ended. Carthage beats Joplin 34-28. I don't think we'll have an encore the rest of the season after this one. We'll go to Willard next week and be on the air for around 6:45 as the Tigers and Tigers get together there. Willard still looking for their first win. Webb City, looking at the scores, that's the only one I'll give right now. They took care of Neosho 42-21, so they have secured the number 2 spot in the district. So kind of looking that way, probably around in November, who Carthage is going to meet in that district championship game. So thanks to Caleb at the back here. And if you're at 2 places at once, that's a really good track. It's better than Freisinger. But anyway, running the cameras and catching that for you. And that winning touchdown by Freisinger. And thanks to Ron back at the studio. He's got to get home. So do the rest of us. 34-28. Carthage wins it here. And talk to you next week from Willard. And good night.
Thanks for joining us for Carthage Tiger Football on KDMO and the Carthage Tiger Sports Network.
We'd like to thank our proud sponsors for making this broadcast possible. Garrison Construction, Peachtree Dental, Lauren DeBeauty and Adam Bridges of Farm Bureau Insurance, Reeves Tire, Boomer's Barbecue, Tony Williams of State Farm Insurance, Law Office of Webster and Carlton, Sirloin Stockade, Zider Tax Service, Kelly Ott of Farmers Insurance, Community National Bank and Trust, Dr. Manzer, Wood Ford, Wood Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, Bob Brown of American Family Insurance, Ott's Food Products, Joe Ryder of Edward Jones Investments, Levi Utter and eXp Realty, Fair Acres Family YMCA, Missouri Southern State University, Jerry Poston of State Farm Insurance, Schmidt CPAs and Advisors, Nell Mortuary, Beimdick Insurance, Turf Tamers Lawn Care, Carthage Water and Electric, Ross Kennard, Wells Fargo Investment Advisors, Carthage Area McDonald's, Grace Lane's Bowling Alley, Daylight Donut and Whistler's Hamburgers, Clothesline Cleaners, Car Center of Carthage, J Builders, Carthage Dental Associates, 24 Hour Fitness, Robert Auto, Jeff Hodkin of American Family Insurance, Wilkinson Pharmacy, Roscoe's.
And thank you for joining us on KDMO and the Carthage Tiger Sports Network.